Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing well. So yeah, it was definitely more than 10 minutes. So sorry about that if you were in the earlier reading and waiting for me to come back, but I had to take care of a few things. But yes, this is going to be a general reading for Earth sign Virgo and Air sign Libra for April 20th through May 20th. And we're going to do a little bit of a different style of reading than I normally do with less cards and less time. So you can always comment later in the videos if you like this versus the old one if you've been here before, or even if you're new and you like it too. So always feel free, but you don't have to comment if you don't feel comfortable. But I wanted to say ahead of time that I appreciate everyone's energy and for your views and all the free ways that you can support the channel. So definitely when you like the video, it helps the channel circulate and share the video with others. And then if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to, it is free. So that also helps the channel as well. So if you want to subscribe and you haven't yet, all you have to do is click on the bell icon on the bottom right and make sure it's blue and it's active when you click on it, and it'll just notify you when I put out new readings. All right. So we're going to get into it in just a moment here. But I wanted to say also that this is a timeless reading. So whenever you find this reading, it is meant for you. So as an example of it being timeless for some people, since it's a general video, it may resonate as an example like 6 months in the past or 6 months in the future, more months, less months, okay, etc. All right. So again, it is a timeless video. And also, if you know your other placements, what your moon, rising, and sun signs are as an example, always feel free to check those, because depending on what's going on in your life, you may resonate more with your moon sign, your sun sign, your rising sign, okay? And also for matters of love, check your Venus sign as well. So all right, we're gonna go ahead and get into it here. I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of shuffling for Virgo. I did put some fanning powder on the cards to make sure like nothing was sticking. So let's go ahead and see what we get here. All right, actually before we do that, let's do the sound bell real quickly. So if you want to, just be aware it's a little loud if you're listening with headphones or you're sensitive. But yeah, if you want to, you can take a deep breath in and out whenever, just listen. All right. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get into it, Virgo. And like I said, to all are welcome. We all have Virgo somewhere within our chart, right? We all have 12 zodiac signs throughout each of our individual birth charts. So everybody is welcome, regardless of where your Virgo energy is placed. Okay. All right. So messages for Earth sign Virgo for April 20th through May 20th. And that was a horrible shuffle, but I'll do it again. Virgo, what do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest vibration? Okay, Earth sign Virgo. What do they need to see? No. Earth sign Virgo. Virgo. Right. Messages for Earth sign Virgo for the highest vibration for April 20th through May 20th. Virgo. All right. We got our oracle card. So let's keep going. Let's see what else we got. All right. Messages for sign Virgo. April 23, 20th Virgo. Messages for sign Virgo. April 23, 20th Virgo. What does Virgo need to see? What does Virgo need to know? April 20th through May 20th Virgo. Messages for Earth sign Virgo. Messages for Earth sign Virgo. Make my fish pile. That's what I like to do. Everybody shuffles a little differently, but as long as the energy and intention is always the most important, we'll get there. All right. Messages for Earth sign Virgo. April 20th through May 20th. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Oh, that card came out again, guys. The Page of Cups. It's not bad, though. It's not bad. All right. Messages for Earth sign Virgo. Get their highest intention and vibration for April 20th through May 20th. Virgo. All right. I'm not sure how they want it, so we'll confirm in a minute. And messages for Earth sign Virgo, the highest vibration, April 20th to May 20th Virgo. Messages for Earth sign Virgo, April 20th to May 20th Virgo. Messages for Earth sign Virgo, April 20th to May 20th Virgo. Messages for Earth sign Virgo. Very nice, good. We've got true vibration intention. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Everybody's good. Alright, let's make a fish pile. Sure, we don't take the other cards. Okay. Messages for Earth sign Virgo. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? For April 20th through May 20th. Messages for Earth sign Virgo. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Messages for Earth sign Virgo. Alright. So then we're going to pull what's on the top and the bottom. So we got top, bottom for that one. And just put this over here. Top. Okay. Let's see. And make sure we have all cards we need. Let me just double check with Spirit. They want these reversals. Sometimes I can feel it and know right away when they want it, and sometimes I just have to double check. Okay. Cheers. All right. So we've confirmed all of the cards and the reversals as far as what they want. This fanny paper powder gets all over my hands and my table. So anyway, all right. So as we get into this reading, if you've been here before, you know. But if you're new, right? If we get into it and it's not resonating with you, it could be about the person you're dealing with, or multiple people you're dealing with, or it could be about your general environment, situation, astrology, collective unconscious. Okay, that's why I always say to check out your other placements as well. So I never force it if it doesn't fit. Okay. So let's go ahead and call out. We're going to start with your first 4 cards going this way, and then we'll do your confirmation card, and then we'll talk about the top and the bottom real quick, and then your oracle card. So we have the 7 of Cups in the reverse position. We have the 4 of Swords in the right side up position. We have the Prince of Cups in the right side up position, and we have the 9 of Cups in the right side up position. Okay, so Virgo, as we start to talk about your first card, we're doing, for this set of readings, each card here of the 4 cards represents a week time or so, okay? And it's not exact, of course. So we're saying that this first card, the week we're in now, so April 20th through the 26th, the second one would be April 27th through May 3rd. The third would be excuse me, May 4th through May 10th, and then the fourth one here would be May 11th through May 20th. It's a little bit extra than a week. 7 days is like 10 days, but again, it's not exact, okay? So when we talk about the first card, this could be energy from the recent past, whatever that means for you. It could be a couple of days ago, a couple hours, months, years, etc. Okay, it can go throughout your whole reading, of course, right? But we just want to say that in the beginning, as far as especially the first card. So when we start off your card here, Virgo, we have the 7 of Cups in the reverse position, and this is how you want to see this card, okay? Because this means that you here, Virgo, or someone you're dealing with in your environment or an energy, right? Collective unconscious, something here or someone here has made a choice about something to do with their emotions, okay? They've come out of, or you've come out of the dark night of the soul energy and have picked one of these cups. When the card is right side up, you see the king and the Morgana figure, and he's deciding which cup to take, which emotion he wants to go deeper into, right? And each emotion will have a consequence, and there's different things in each cup. But here, this is a restless energy. It's dark night of the soul energy, window shopping for options, but it came out reverse, and that's how you want to see it. So somebody or an energy or a person, or you yourself, Virgo, has made a choice about something emotionally, okay? And so I would say that's definitely a good card and a good place to start your reading off here with. Now, as we go forward, though, there's still, even though, let's say, a choice, an emotional choice was made, right? There is still this energy of something here being still a little bit emotionally confusing. Like, I can't even find the right words for it. Maybe the other person can't, okay? But instead of bringing it out front and addressing it, let's say somebody here or an energy here is wanting to conceal that mental confusion, anxiety, worry, overthinking, that air energy, right? With the 4 of Swords here in the right side up position, you see this Japanese woman and she's bearing the sword, okay? And so, you know, that could even just be like, let's say, an energetic blockage. And every reading and every person throughout our lives will have many different energetic blockages or challenges. It doesn't mean that the rest of the cards aren't great or that your reading isn't good, but there's a reason for everything, right? So when we're talking about this 4 of Swords in the right side up position, let's also talk about right now what's on the top and the bottom of your deck along with it. So this now is past energy. It could be recent past, or it could be way, way, way back, right? It would be different for everybody. But what we have is the 6 of Staves in the right side up position and the 8 of Cups in the right side up position. So in the past, in some way here, Virgo, there could have been a lot of supportive energy and possible celebrations, okay, with the Six of Staves, also known as Six of Wands, the fiery energy, right? And then with the Eight of Cups here, this is about somebody taking an emotional break, right? And if we're talking about the past, okay, that could have also made what was possible somebody, okay, we have Seven of Cups and Eight of Cups, but it's backwards a little bit, right? So the Eight of Cups was in the past. Somebody needed to take a break and walk away and figure out their emotions in some way. It's not a good or bad card. It just shows solitude, somebody finding how they feel about something or how you feel about something or vice versa, together, all of that, right? And then here, they made a choice. They found out what they wanted to choose emotionally. Okay, so you can see kind of the growth here. But it's interesting because actually we don't see Virgo, you're an earth sign, right? So you correspond to the pentacles. We don't really see pentacles. We see it a little bit in the past, and we'll get into that in a minute. And then we see it in your confirmation card, but you have no earth energy here in the first four cards. Okay, so we've got cups, water energy, we've got wands, and that's it. So we really only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 cups cards, a swords card, so air, so water, air, and fire, okay, in your cards here. So some present and some past, right? But there's really no earth energy until we get over here. So that is kind of interesting to note, right? Except we have the earth imagery of the Four of Swords, right? She's holding soil and burying something. So maybe in a way here, Virgo, there's something that, needs to not be buried. Like you are, traditionally or stereotypically, right, an earth sign, so you tend to be more grounded, right, more stable. You're not like la 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 all in the clouds all the time, right, as a generalization. But here, it's almost like if you become more grounded and then tap into your own earth energy, but not using it in, let's say, the lower based frequency energies of the earth sign. So instead of burying things and concealing them, right, we're not talking about planting, gardening, that's great, right? Well, we're talking about hiding things as a metaphor, okay? So yeah, but let's keep going because we still have some good cards, okay? And when we talked about that Four of Swords energy, that could be a little bit of even this week we're in now, a little bit of next week, right? But by the time we get to the third week that we're talking about, that first week of May, so from May 4th to the 10th as an example, right? It's not exact. We have again the Page of Cups, and I use my fanning powder. It's all over my table, guys. You saw me shuffle, okay? It's coming out again. So it's not a bad thing, by the way. The meaning of the card still stands for what it means for your reading. So we'll get into that second. But first, it really could be referencing this Scorpio energy. And the only thing when I looked at the astrology notes, right, is we have the Pluto retrograde coming up on April 29th. Not all retrogrades are bad, right? It gets a bad rep, okay? So in the earlier reading, right, I went ahead and looked up the last time Pluto was in retrograde was around a similar time last year. So if you can think of things that were going on in your life from April 27th of last year through about October 6th, okay? So that's a long period. It's almost more than half of last year, right? So there could be lots of different things. If there were some wounds there that weren't healed, or some things that you started that you didn't finish, right? Maybe as Pluto's retrograding again, it's coming back to that, okay? So it will be different for everybody. And sometimes people feel, we talk about, I don't know if I mentioned it in the astrology notes video, but with any retrograde or any planetary transition or movement, some people feel it in the pre-shadow of like before it's happening, right? So today is April 23rd. the Pluto retrograde starts on April 29th of this year. So some people could be feeling it more, okay, before it's even started. And then some people feel it as it's slowly weaning off as well later in the year of this year. Okay, so anyway, if you're into that and you want to know more about the Pluto retrograde, you can always find out, first of all, where is Pluto in your chart? Okay, that's before we even talk about the retrograde, where is Pluto in your chart? So that may be really interesting for you too, and see what issues it may be bringing up that are coming up again through the retrograde. Now back to your reading though. We had a little bit of, right, we go from the Four of Swords to the Prince of Cups. So we go from stagnant energy, a little bit of energetic blockage, working on things, to now he's on the horse, he's galloping forward. So now by that first week or so of May, even the second week of May, there's more progress for momentum, positive energy here. Okay, and he is also holding a cup. Okay, so the cup is not knocked over. He's holding it really firmly. Okay, and he's coming out of a recent storm that's in the background here. Okay, so now he's into better weather and circumstances. Okay, so this talks about there could be some type of, oh, sorry, let me turn that down. Some type of offer or communication that you want to give around this time, or someone wants to give to you. It could also be a medium-sized opportunity from the universe, right? So it could be lots of different things. It could be with your health, it could be love, it could be money, your career, etc. Okay, but it is, medium-sized because he's a prince or a knight. He's not a page, which is beneath him, and he's not a king, which is above him. He's right in the middle here. So I always say, I got to find some more examples. If you guys want to comment, be like, hey, here's an example you could use. But the one I always, tend to use right now, or have been, is that let's say you only text message with someone. That's all you've ever done with them. And then all of a sudden you go from text messaging to now doing a Zoom call, or to now being on the phone, or to now meeting in person. Whatever it is, it's like a level up. Now it's at that medium stage, okay? But it is some type of offer here, and it can be from a good emotional grounded place here, right? Because the cup is right side up. So however it may resonate for you, it's really beautiful, okay? Now, when we get to your fourth card here, we have the Nine of Cups in the right side up position. So 9 is right almost 10, and 10 in the tarot is completion number. So it could be about, and this is the fourth row, so that could be from around May 11th through May 20th or so. Again, not exact as an example, but there could be this energy of celebrations, okay? There could also be that you have all this emotional fulfillment in some way, in some area of your life. And it could be about to change, right? So when you transition to the 10, because this is 9, then it would be an ending and a new beginning in some area of your life, okay? But here you see this medieval-like scene, and everyone's having a party, and there's women dancing and music, all of that stuff, okay? This also could be, some people say the Nine of Cups card is a wish fulfillment card. So if there was something here, Virgo, that you were wishing for, that you really wanted to work out, this could also be a sign that it is going to work out, okay? But now let's talk about briefly, we're going to go backwards in time. Let's talk about, along with your Nine of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment card, right? Let's talk about a little bit of past energy here too. So here we have the Five of Pentacles right side up, and then we have the Fool card right side up, okay? So this was on the top of your deck, and this is on the bottom of your deck, okay? And this is, again, past energy here. So with this, Five of Pentacles, I think I said cups, I meant to say pentacles. Now we finally see the earth energy here, right? I was saying it's a little bit in the past and then a little bit in the future, okay? And that's you, right? Earth energy, Virgo. So with this Five of Pentacles in the right side up position, it could be that in the past, in some way here, Virgo, you felt left out in the cold, or someone around you did, or the general environment, astrology, collective unconscious, right? However it may resonate. But somebody was feeling like there was no hope. They could only rely on themselves. And perhaps when we talk about the pentacles, it could be money, right, financially, but it also could be you were having, or someone around you was having a hard time manifesting whatever it is they want in their life. Okay, but then on the other side of it, it could have been a catalyst for this beautiful Fool energy, right? So we have Gemini energy here in the Fool card. Okay, a little bit of Sagittarius too, but we'll just say Gemini for now. Okay, so the Gemini energy could be that you're dealing with a Gemini, or you have a lot of Gemini in your chart, or they do, or something about the astrology. But I really, yeah, you really only have one major arcana here, and that's the Fool. Um, so, you know, that, and that is in the past position. I mentioned it because I was trying to think of the other, um, zodiac signs that may show up in your reading. So, really, right now, I would say Gemini or Sagittarius. But it doesn't necessarily have to mean something to you. Okay, so let's go back and just talk about what the Fool kind of represents. So here you see this cute little doggy, right, following along this woman here, and she's got her belongings like on her back. She's got her little backpack, medieval backpack with the stick, right, and she's at the edge of the cliff. So she is about to, much like the Nine of Cups energy, have some type of leap of faith to have an ending and a new beginning. So she is like, everyone's like, you can't make that jump. That jump from this edge of the cliff to the other edge of the cliff is too high, or you shouldn't go over there, or right, like everybody has an opinion, right? And so when the Fool card comes up, right, even though this is past energy, it could be that you hear or someone around you, Virgo, was looking and dealing with issues of ego and identity. Do I look foolish? What does looking foolish mean? Do I care what people think, right? That's kind of in the background as well. But it's really about that leap of faith, okay? And if you notice, the Fool card is 0, right? So this is literally the first card of the tarot. It's the beginning of the tarot story. And right, 0's affinity, right? Fresh energy, magic, okay, all those things. All right, so looks pretty good, right? Okay. Now let's talk about your confirmation card. This time we're only doing, and I forgot to set the timer, but that is okay. We are doing the one tarot confirmation card that's going to confirm basically all these 4 cards that we just talked about here. Okay. So we have, and I feel like, Virgo, you get this card a lot, okay? It's the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And that's actually how you want to see this card, okay? Sometimes it's right side up, not as good. This is more about fear and control and operating from a place of fear, lack, and control. But here, and this is the way it came out for you, Virgo, someone is letting go of control, letting go of fear, okay? They are also realizing that to have more abundance, money, pentacles, coin, also abundance meaning more than just money, but whatever you want to manifest in your life, to have more of it, you don't want to like have that energy of, oh, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough. Because then the universe hears that and they're like, you don't like having enough, I'm going to give you more of not having enough. Right? So somebody is coming out of that energy. Be you here, Virgo, or someone around you. But I'm looking at the way that we're doing the readings this time as this confirmation card, and this is also, I forgot to mention, more of present, current energies, possibilities. It's more like a gentle reminder, right? That if you want this Prince of Cups and this Nine of Cups to come through and to continue on the course that it's on here now, right? Just remember to keep letting go of the control and the fear, okay? So again, that could be you or someone around you or just in general, right? It's a good message for everybody, really. So, excuse me. With that being said, let's go ahead and do your oracle card here too real quickly. Okay. And I'm just going to make sure that there's a little bit of music for the dogs because they're quiet right now, but I don't want to jinx it. Okay. Where's my book? Right, here we go. So, Virgo, your Rumi or Remy, depending on how you like to pronounce it, oracle card this time was Passion for Purpose. And so, if you're new to the channel, welcome, of course, right? Welcome, everybody, though, even if you're not new. This is Rumi or Remy, was a 13th century Persian poet, and he is really one of my favorite poets when I was studying in school. And so, Elena Fairchild took his poetry and worked with this artist to create this beautiful oracle deck. Okay, so a lot of the cards are very abstract and really beautiful, but this one, you see this woman here, and she's kind of wrapped around pink. So this is card number 2. Don't remember this one, but it looks beautiful. So let's go ahead and read this quick little poem here. All right. Passion for Purpose. Love, like life, flows through the heart. Feel the thrill of the flow and say nothing. Do you yearn to find your way, to fulfill your divine destiny, to know the purpose for your presence within the sacred body of the Mother Earth? Your heart is questing for deeper meaning. It desires certainty as to your sacred task for this lifetime. Your heart wants to know where you were born, for what purpose. You must know that answer to this question is love. I bring you your answer straight from the heart of the universe. Be wild within your passion. Do that which stirs your soul, even if it makes you uncomfortable. Stop right there for a second. That's totally the Fool energy, right? Do whatever makes you happy, as long as you're, of course, not hurting anyone else. But don't worry about looking foolish, right? Trust in your intuition and do what makes you happy, right? Find the passion. Okay, where were we? Be wild within your passion. Do what stirs your soul, even when it makes you uncomfortable, especially then. For what is being truly alive, if not a decision to be open-minded instead of resistant? To be wild rather than comfortable, so that at any moment we will be ready for the invitation of the divine beloved to come closer. I call to you now, the you that is beyond your mind, the you that the heart knows, the you that cannot define life. To that you, I ask this question: what stirs the passion of your nature? Do that and be that. That's so pretty. I love it. It's really simple. All right, so a little meditation here if you want to get into that energy. It says, sit with one hand at your belly and one... Okay, hold on. Commercial. All right. Sit with one hand at your belly and one hand on your heart, right? I can't do it while I'm holding the card, but... And then say the following aloud. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, brother of my soul, guardian of my heart, help me witness, receive, and express the divine depths of my passionate purpose. With merciful grace, let me know my life purpose and fulfill my unique divine destiny this lifetime. May I be gifted with the ability to consciously recognize the guiding hand of love on my journey. That I may serve the same hand through passionate and purposeful existence, surrendered into the greater passionate purpose of the universal heart. So be it. All right, and so then it says, sit quietly and imagine or extend that energy from the universal heart of love is flowing in through the back of your head now and circulating between your belly and your heart. Any excess or old energy flows out through the back of your head as a beautiful energy of love streams into it. Your being, streams into your being. Stay with this gentle progress for as long as it feels right for you. You may feel emotion, sexual energy, or nothing much at all. Whatever happens or does not appear to happen is perfect for you at this time. Trust and let it be. All right. So that is beautiful. Hopefully, you got something from that, dear Virgo. So let's go ahead and get over to Libra. And I will put timestamps later after the live is done. Okay. Let's do these guys. I always like to put my crystals on top, even if it's just for a few moments. That's how we do it. All right. So let's get into Virgo. Let's make sure we shuffle real good here. And just turn some of the music on so the dogs don't go crazy. All right. Oh. One in a minute. These guys are slippery. Okay. I'm going to do the Oracle card first because sometimes I forget it. Okay. Yeah, let's do that actually. We're going to do the sound bell before we even do shuffling. That sounds good. So if you're watching this after the live, right, and you're just tuning in to Virgo, we're going to do your reading here in just a moment. It's going to be a little different than usual. We're using less cards and trying to do it in a shorter amount of time just to switch it up and see if you like it that way, okay? So it is going to be a general reading. You can cover love, work, friends, family, health, etc., money, all that stuff, okay? Did I say money twice? Maybe Libra's going to get a lot of money. Yes. So what else was I going to say? It's a timeless reading, right? So it could resonate for people in the past or more in the future. 6 months, 3 months, a year, right? It will be different for everybody. It will resonate even within this time frame of April 20th to May 20th. Okay. And so everybody's welcome, right? We all have Libra somewhere in our birth chart somewhere. So we all have all of the 12 zodiac signs, right? So everybody is welcome. What else was I going to say? Oh, yes, at the end. Oh, no. You guys, I forgot to take the picture for Virgo. I was like so excited that, you know what? I know this will make it take longer, but I'm going to grab those cards and put them back on the table real quick. So I love to have the picture, especially when you want to compare readings from earlier readings, right? That one. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. I know we had the Four of Pentacles somewhere. Four of Pentacles. Sorry, Virgo. Sorry, Virgo and Libra. But I just want to have a picture. So that one was there. Then we had the Fool. I think, yes, we did. Let's see. I hope everyone's having a good day or night wherever you are. Let's see. There's the Fool. Okay. And trying trying to remember what the other cards were. The Seven of Cups in reverse, right? Of course, the Queen of Cups, he keeps showing up. That was there. Eight of Cups. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Sorry, guys. Where did you go? Okay. I'll be faster way. Seven of Cups. Oh yeah, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Oh, Four of Swords. What was the last one? Let's see. Like, of course, when I want to find it. Okay. Where are you? What did it say it was? Four of Cups. Weird. Where did it go? Okay, we're gonna find it real quick. Four of Cups. Four of Cups. Four of Swords. Swords. I know what it looks like in my mind, even if I said it wrong way. Four of Swords. Where are you? My God, I found it. Ah, that's the worst. Okay, sorry guys. I just, like I said, I like to have the picture for everybody. That was my bad. Forgetting to take the picture. Okay. All right. Any day now. All right. Hold on. Where's the Virgo? Okay, sorry guys. Real quick. Lord, that was annoying. Okay. It's all good though. It's all good. If anything, it's always divine timing, right? As we say. So we're gonna do a bunch of shuffling anyway. Just put the crystal on it. Crystal healing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. So now that we did that, got Virgo the little picture. Virgo, y'all better appreciate that, okay? No, I'm just kidding. I just like to make it equal for everybody. Since I had other pictures, we had to continue here. All right. Let's bring it back and get into Virgo here. All right. For everybody, I said Virgo. Libra. Let's take a deep breath. Just be aware it does get loud if you're sensitive or listening to headphones with it. So Let's just help us get into the zone and clear the previous energy from the reading. All right. All right. For Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. It's your turn. All right. So let's get into it and do some shuffling here. So what does air sign Libra, the balance scales, need to see, need to know for their highest vibration for April 20th through May 20th? Libra. So again, air sign Libra. What do they need to see? The highest vibration. Libra. Questions for Libra. Messages for Libra. Air sign Libra. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? It's good for April 20th through May 20th. Libra. My nose is itchy. All right, so we got the Oracle card. Let's do the other ones here. Okay. Messages for air sign Libra, May 20th through April 20th. Messages for air sign Libra, the balance scale is justice. For April 20th through May 20th. Air sign Libra. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Libra, why are you popping out ahead of time? Empress, get your ass back in there. All right. That's one of your cards, not your main card. Okay. So yes, messages for air sign Libra. For April 20th through May 20th. What does Libra need to see? What does Libra need to know? Let's make a big old pile here, a fish pile. Let's go fishing. Messages for air sign Libra for the highest vibration for April 20th through May 20th. Libra. Messages for air sign Libra. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? What do they need to see, need to know for April 20th through May 20th? Air sign Libra. All right, let's see here. And you confirm the spirit they want this card in the position it's in. Okay, they want it, so we'll keep it. And top, bottom, and let's do the other ones really quickly. remember if we shuffled these, so we'll do it again. It's always good to shuffle. Okay. Libra, March 20th. Oh, not March. Let's do that again. April 20th through May 20th. Libra, air sign Libra. What do they get to see? Air sign Libra. What does air sign Libra need to see, need to know? April 20th through May 20th. Libra. Messages for air sign Libra. For the highest vibration. April 20th through May 20th. April 20th, May 20th. Okay. All right, so they want it in that position. They're just confirming, and we're going to take the top and the bottom. All right. So yeah, like I said earlier, Libra, you had your little Empress pop out at me, but I wasn't receiving cards at that time. I didn't pull it. So sometimes your exact card will come out, but not always. So yes, let's get into it. So these are going to go on the bottom here. And all right, so we've got everything here. All right. Libra. All right. I'm going to make sure I'm like turned to you guys too. Sometimes I feel like I get too far in the corner there. All right, Libra. So we're going to start with the first 4 cards here, and it's going to correspond to about a week each or so, okay? So what did we say? The first one is going to be the week we're in now and possibly even next week, right? Crossovers, it's not exact. So we were saying from about April 20th through the 26th. And the second card would be from about April 27th to May 3rd. The third card would be from about May 4th to May 10th. And then the fourth card would be from about May 11th to May 20th, okay? And so then we will also talk about, of course, your confirmation card over here that's going to confirm all of these, and then the top and the bottom of each deck, and then your little oracle card. All right. So let me set the timer here and try to stick to it. It's not exact, right? Just so I kind of know what's going on, because I'm not always looking at the time on the computer. It's kind of far from me. All right, so I'm blind. Good times. All right, Libra. So let's see here. We have pretty much 2 major arcanas, like right off the bat. Excuse me. So that could be significant of Gemini, Sagittarius energy, and also Taurus energy. Okay. So what does that mean? Hold on. Sorry. That could be that you're dealing with a Gemini, Sagittarius, or a Taurus, or you have a lot of that in your chart, or they do. Or it could be just something about the general astrology at this time. And not even this time, it could be referencing, right, the past and the future, okay? So it'll be different for everybody. But let's go ahead and call out your cards here. So we have the Magician in the right side up position, the Queen of Cups right side up, the Princess of Cups right side up, and the 9 of Sacred Circles in the reverse position, or also known as 9 of Pentacles in the reverse position. All right. So you basically have 4 cups cards, well, 5 cups cards, technically. A pentacle, magician, we don't count your other major arcana, and then you have 1 sword. So yeah, I would say not a fiery energy here, but definitely water sign energy. Um, a little air, but for the most part, water. Okay, and a little bit of earth, right, with the Taurus energy too, but not really fiery energy. So, what does that mean when we talk about fiery energy? We're talking about Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I said a little bit of Sag, but not a lot. Okay. But anyway, let's just put all of that aside, right? Because it doesn't necessarily have those points have to resonate with you. Okay. We're just going to get down to the actual reading. Okay. Um, so when we talk about the first card or even the whole reading, right, there could be energy from the recent past, and the recent past is going to be different for everybody. It could be a couple of days ago, a couple hours, it could be months, years, etc. Right? But we start off with the beautiful magician card, right? So this is all about an energy of manifesting, okay, being confident, having all the tools that you need to create something. This could be you yourself here, Libra, or a person around you that's inspiring you to be like this, right? It could just be an energy in general, okay? But when we see this energy here, he's very confident. He even has the affinity symbol over his head, which also in this deck is shown in the strength card, Leo energy, okay? So even though there's not a lot of fiery energy here, there's a little bit of reference to it, right? Even Sagittarius energy. But it's about that timeless magic, infinity, right? So energy never dies, right? Energy is always recycled. It always moves somewhere else, right? And so this is about, he has all the minor arcana on his table. He's got the cups, he's got the pentacles, the swords, and the wands, okay? So he has everything he needs, right? So this isn't somebody who has taken the time, or an energy that's taken the time to really ground themselves and figure out what they may need, okay, to manifest whatever it is they want to manifest in their life, okay? And so this is really, beautiful energy here, Libra. It's also, leading and bleeding into your second card, right? So this could be the week that we're in now, or even next week, right? But it has this beautiful energy of, when we think of a magician, we think of confidence, right? He's got all the tools. But then also your second card, the Queen of Cups. She is royalty, right? She's a younger queen. You can tell, like, oh, maybe I just got this position. I just became a queen, right? So she is because she's the Queen of Cups in particular, more emotional, or seen as more emotional. She's using her emotions to her advantage, okay? And she also, the Queen of Cups, has this energy, or can have this energy, of wanting to do something a little bit different than tradition, right? So because she's the younger queen, we have the cups in the background in the stained glass. It's almost like she wants to tear down the stained glass window and create a new window, or a new way of looking, a new perspective, a new viewpoint of something, of how she wants to rule her kingdom. Okay. But I mean, just look at your first 2 cards, like, so beautiful though, Libra, right? And so we go a little bit backwards here for a moment, just to kind of talk about what's on the top and the bottom of this main deck that we're using here, right? And so this is energy from the past, whatever that means for you, okay? Recent past, way back past, whatever, okay? We have the 5 of Cups in the right side up position on the top of your deck, and the 8 of Cups in the reverse position on the bottom. So this is interesting, right? And we'll just talk about it in relation to the Queen of Cups, right? Because it could be the Magician too, but we'll just take the Queen of Cups here, okay? And so it looks like here in the past, Libra, somebody or an energy was only focusing, let's say, on the bad stuff or the negative stuff, the things that they feel like got messed up or could never be fixed, right? But what is needed is that perspective change, right? So this Five of Cups definitely could have led to the Queen of Cups. Okay, this is only focusing on the negative. They need to change their viewpoint. And she's all about let's change the window and the viewpoint. Okay. So this is definitely, we see what is leading to this. Okay. And then with the Eight of Cups here too, so many cups, so many emotions, water signs, right? So we're talking about Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. It is definitely some energy here, right? And we talked about the Pluto retrograde being Scorpio energy. What else? For Cancer energy, I don't think we have anything in the astrology with Cancer this series, but let me double check. Oh, take it back. We have one note on May 15th. Ceres, the asteroid enters into Cancer. So Ceres is like the Greek goddess Demeter, so she represents agriculture, nutrition, calming, nurturing energy. So that is definitely, when we think of Cancer energy as a generalization, right? They can be more of like the home body energy of wanting to create the home, and that makes sense, okay? So that's happening on May 15th. And based on our dates, approximate dates, that could be more around the fourth card, right? So from May 11th through the 20th here, okay? Maybe some of that Cancer energy will be showing up. But it seems to be a theme too, particularly in the Virgo reading and even the Cancer Leo, right? There was just a lot of cups present here. So it's not a bad thing, just something to pick up and notice, right? But when we go back to your reading here, we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse position. So somebody in the past, right, possibly needed to take a time out to figure out why they felt like their cups were all spilled and why they were only focusing on things that were going wrong or negative or they thought couldn't be fixed. So once they did that, they came out of it. And then they got that new perspective. Now somebody wants to also level up. She's a queen. She's a leader. She's in a leadership role, a position of authority. So even if it's not that, it could also just be what we talked about, the magician being, right? So being confident, stepping into your power, being royal, creating, manifesting whatever you want, okay? So very nice here. All right. Libra, let's keep going. So then we go into your third card here, which could be that first week or so of May, right? So May 3rd through the 10th, okay? Not exact. We have the Princess of Cups, okay? Lots of cups. I love it. Everybody's thirsty, like bring on the water. I mean, when we currently have, I think we still have 3 planets, or two or three planets still in Pisces, right? So again, water sign. Let's see. So the moon enters Pisces on the 25th of April. So that's 2 days from now. So the 25th of April, kind of around here. Okay. So yeah, I just like to call out when I can the corresponding astrology kind of energies. Okay. So back to the Princess of Cups. We also have, well, I'll talk about it in a minute. Princess of Cups. Here she is, right? We go from Queen of Cups to Princess of Cups. There could be a little bit of some energy here, Libra, where somebody wants to possibly step down from a leadership role in a slight difference, right? So maybe they don't want to be, as an example, the CEO. Maybe they just want to be the manager. For some, but not for everybody. It could also be about becoming more humble. And let's say when we think of a queen, even though this one's young, right? If she was an older queen, she would be set in her ways. So when the Princess of Cups shows up, she's like this fresh energy of wanting to continue to learn and challenge herself and others, right? But she also likes to do things just kind of like her mother, right? This is her mother. Okay. She also wants to do things in a slightly less conventional way, let's say, or change a perspective, change the history, change the stained glass window. So when the Princess of Cups comes in here, she is the Morgana figure. She's picking her herbs at night, right? And so it can talk about, again, that non-traditional energy, a non-traditional job or role or project or way of doing something for some, but not for everybody, right? But the main thing is she has her cup. Her cup is right side up, right? And the moon is in the background, right? Again, Pisces energy. The moon card is the official Pisces card, right? But all the water in the tarot, just like the cup, represents the emotions. So here, just like her mother, too, she's using her emotions in a positive way to move forward. Okay. Um, Now, when we talk about the full moon coming up in May, I believe it's on May 15th. Okay, so that would be more the fourth card. But we see that full moon here just as a little preview, right? In the third card. So you could be here, Libra, or someone around you, general environment situation, collective unconsciousness, right? Could be feeling the full moon effects before it happens, okay? So that certainly can be the case. Now you're having something a little bit, it's like similar, but the opposite of Virgo, okay? So Virgo had the Nine of Cups in the right side up position over here, and now you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So there is a learning going on here. There's a learning curve going on here. Somebody possibly is scared of a leadership role or scared of being confident and coming into their power, much like a little bit like Virgo. But here it's different because you almost start off with the Magician and then you end with the Nine of Sacred Circles in reverse. So it's almost like, or Nine of Pentacles in reverse, that's also what it's called. So it's almost like this energy of not wanting to get to an ending and a new beginning just yet. There's a hesitancy here for somebody. Also, when we see the Nine of Sacred Circles or Nine of Pentacles, it could be something about financial stuff, right? But it doesn't have to be. There could also be, like when this card is right side up, she has the falcon, right? This grandmother spirit. Okay, she's got the falcon on her arm. So that represents skill, determination, and focus. Came out reversed, right, Libra? So there could be an energy here of you or someone around you in your environment that is not focused enough. Their focus is fuzzy. It's like go, 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 and then it's like, ooh, like maybe towards the middle of May, right? We're talking about May 11th through May 20th here. It could just be an energetic blockage or a challenge. It's not the same. It's not nothing, but it's not something to like freak out about, right? So when we see this Nine of Sacred Circles here, let's kind of talk about why it might be here too, because we forgot to talk about what's on the top and the bottom of your other deck. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords in reverse in the past, and we have that Taurus energy, the Hierophant, in the reverse position. Okay, so let's bring up this one too, since we're talking about it. Yes, I know, blah, blah, blah. I'm a little bit over, who cares? Okay. So when we see this Nine of Swords in reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse position, it completely makes sense to me why this Nine of Sacred Circles or Nine of Pentacles would be reversed. Because in the past, on one hand, somebody was like, I'm going to let go of the anxiety, worry, overthinking. I'm going to get out of my head, or they're going to get out of their head, or the energy is going to clear out too much focus on the air energy, the crown chakra. So they let it go. And that's how you want to see that card. But it came with a feeling of, I no longer trust or believe in that teacher, in that mentor, in that spiritual guru, or I no longer trust and believe in my own leadership abilities in some way. Okay. It could also be for some because the Hierophant talks about schools and schooling institutions in particular. Maybe for some, they just straight up are like, I'm going to what do they call it? Not sabbatical, but I'm going to take the next semester off. Like I'm stressed out. I used to be really stressed out and staying up late at night, all the stuff in my head. And so it could have something to do with school for some. So maybe you're taking a break. Not for everybody, but in general, like I said, these two cards explain this Nine of Sacred Circles in the reverse position. And so if there's a hesitancy to step into a leadership role or to step into an ending and a new beginning, being on the precipice of that, um, that makes sense, right? Because when we think of a leader, right, they take on a lot of responsibility, or a person of a high position of power, right? They have to delegate tasks to others. They have to know all the moving pieces. They have to deal with all sorts of things, right? Advice from other people constantly watching them, a lot of scrutiny. Okay, so that could be a little bit of what's going on here. Now, let's talk about your confirmation card though. Okay, this one is more future, current, present energies, and it's going to be confirming all of these four cards here, right? So, what we have is the Ace of Cups in reverse, another cup, okay? And this is definitely not as so much as a gentle warning, it could be like a loud warning, like, hey, somebody is not remembering that they can be resilient, okay? When the Ace of Cups is right side up, there's lotus flowers growing at the bottom, right? Lotus flowers don't grow in the earth, okay? That's evolution. So over time, they're like, shit, we're gonna die. We're gonna grow in the water. We're gonna have to learn how to grow in the water. All the water energy we're talking about, interesting, right? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So when it's in reverse, though, it's like somebody or an energy, if it's not a person, is not believing in their ability to be resilient, is not quite ready again for the new beginning. Aces represent new beginnings. Is not quite ready for all these positive emotions. It could be Libra. I don't remember your past reading per se, but it could also be that somebody is just so used to having a lot of negative emotions around them that they're kind of scared or hesitant to believe that there could be also positive emotions, right? And they could also be not trusting in their own, going back to Magician, your first card, not trusting in their own confidence, right? If the Ace of Cups was in the right side up position, it would be like, I'm ready to receive all these emotions, positive, negative. I'm ready to have a new beginning. I'm ready to manifest. I know I'm resilient. I'm a lotus flower, motherfucker, right? Excuse my French. But you know what I'm saying? Like somebody here is not trusting in their resiliency, okay? So I wouldn't say it's a gentle reminder. It's like a little bit screaming at me. So you know what you need to do, hopefully, here, Libra, if this resonates for you or wherever Libra is in your chart. All right, real quickly, though, let's do your oracle card. So your Rumi or Remy oracle card for this time period is card number 8, the Cosmic Heart. It's real pretty. It's very abstract, right? And so Elena Fairchild is the chica, the chick that made this deck. And so she has taken Rumi's poetry. He is a 13th century Persian poet. And she's coupled it with this artist, I can't remember their name right now, to make these beautiful oracle cards. Okay, so we're going to read a little bit of the poem and just like the brief meditation real quickly. All right, as soon as I find it. Here we go. All right, Libra. Okay. I was dead, I became alive. I was tears, I became laughter. The power of love arrived and made me everlasting power. I have seen everything, I have no fear. I have the heart of a lion, I shine like Venus. Oh my God, Libra, your ruler is Venus. Oh, you know what? You are having all this stuff going on right now for you too, Libra, as far as the astrology, right? We have Venus exalted right now, and Hold on, let me see. Maybe it's not in my notes. I know Venus enters Aries on May 2nd, but that's not necessarily what I was looking for. Well, Venus, okay. So Venus is still in Pisces from April 15th until May 3rd, May 2nd. Okay. So with Venus being in Pisces, right? Venus can be your love language, right? As far as also matters of career, not career, assets, money, higher forms of wealth, but definitely could be career. That's how you get it, right? For some. But it is in all of this Pisces energy, right? So, and again, we're talking about the Pluto retrograde coming up. There's a lot of Neptune and Pluto energy of being in the underworld, not seeing things clearly, perhaps, and just a lot going on. So I'm going to try to find a link here for you, Libra, and either I'll put it in the comments down below or in the description box about kind of what's going on with Venus right now, because it might, since it's your ruler, give you even more insight. So anyway, let me finish this poem. My goodness. Okay. So where are we at? I'll just start from the beginning. Okay, because it's not that long. Cosmic Heart. I was dead, I became alive. I was tears, I became laughter. The power of love arrived and made me everlasting power. I have seen everything, I have no fear. I have the heart of a lion, I shine like Venus. I hear it and weep in sublime reverence. I bow to this loving, beating, loving heart of the universe. It echoes throughout all of creation. Once, some time ago, I was deaf. I had not heard one true sound, much noise, but no truth. So I believed in many things not worth believing in. Then, in a moment of my crisis that cracked my heart open, I was given a gift. Though I was given a gift. Though I felt fear and confusion, a gift came to me more powerful than those temporary ailments. That gift was the ability to hear the sound beneath all of life. I heard it, that sacred sound of the beating heart of the universal love. Now I know that belief in unworthy things like fear and doubt is lunacy. Even my loneliness became unconvincing to me. You were animated by this loving heartbeat, part of life that is sustained by it. You and I, the planets, the birds, the fishes, emerged from the great source because of this beating heart of the universe. It pumps life through our veins. What proof of this is needed? You live, that is the proof. I hear it everywhere. It has become so loud, louder than any word of fear. It resonates through my soul and eclipses any tremor of anxiety. Wow, that's so beautiful. Speaking of eclipses, I mean, it didn't mean it that way, but we do have, when is it? Yeah, May 16th, we have the full moon lunar eclipse, total eclipse. So that would be over here in the May 16th area. But before that, we have the partial eclipse. Did we already have that? Hold on, guys. I'm losing my mind. I know we have it first and then. Okay, sorry, I found it. My notes are like so tiny, guys. I gotta get like bigger paper. Okay, so the new moon solar partial eclipse, okay, is happening in Taurus on April 30th. Okay, so that would be these two cards, right? So anytime we have eclipses around the new moon or the full moon, it amplifies a lot of things going on. The eclipses talk about our north node and our south node. So the north node is more about what your life path is, your career perhaps, let's say. And then your south node could be karmic lessons from past lives or even this life. Okay, so when we have eclipses, those nodes are activated. So right now, the north node for everyone is in Taurus, and we're Taurus season. So that has its own kind of significance. And then the south node is in Scorpio. So we do have a lot of water here, not necessarily a Scorpio card, but lots of water present. So anyway, I'm just like on a roll right now or something. I don't know, guys. Let's talk about your meditation for this card and let you go. All right. So to get in the energy of this beautiful poem, this card, right? It says, place your hands on, wait, is that the right one? Okay, yep. Sorry, guys. Place your hand on your stomach and the other over your heart. Focus on your breath flowing gently in and out. When you're ready, say the following aloud. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally with all the wild love and unconditional affection of the universal heart, help me now. I trust in my own heart wisdom and the truth of your love for me. Please help me trust in the flow of life. Let go of my fixed plans and ideas and open up to the genius of love itself. May I realize that my destiny will unfold with absolute perfection, and may I trust in the signs that I am given. May I be able to release any false guidance based in fear, and may I open up instead to the genuine guidance and inner knowing based in love. Under the grace of your protection, may this be so. That was so beautiful. All right, and then it says, feel the warmth of your hands on your body and just breathe. When you're ready, simply place your hands in a prayer position and bow your head gently to your hands, right? And this is your simple and powerful action that reminds you of this truth. Your head is supposed to bow to and honor the heart. Try not to dominate or control it. Oh yeah, that's so true, right? So when you're bowing your head, you're kind of you're supposed to look at your heart chakra, your center, right? So that is so beautiful, Libra. Hopefully you got something from it. But I will let you guys go. And then we will be picking up with, where are we at? Scorpio. Yes, Scorpio will be next. Probably not until Monday or so. But it's maybe we'll see how the energies go. So anyway, thank you guys so much as always for putting up with my silly goofiness and everything. But I really do hope you got something from this message. And yes, if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to, it is free, right? All you have to do is click on the bell icon in the bottom right there and make sure it's active in blue. Excuse me, it basically notifies you when I put out new videos, okay? So it's a way to connect and share the channel in a free way. And also the likes really do help the channel, because the more likes that a video gets in the first couple of hours, I think they share more with other viewers. So it's not just me being like, oh my God, like it. Like it's, I mean, yes, in one way, but it's more about trying to share it with others if they want to check it out. All right. So anyway, you guys take care and I will see you later. All right. Bye.